Alright, so today I figured I'd go through a build for Lux Illuminated. Let's first take a look at her constellations. She has, from her 2-star round start, create a prismatic barrier in hand. If you already have one, reduce its cost by 1. Prismatic barrier just gives one of your units barrier. Typically costs 3, but it'll get cost reduction if you don't use it each turn. Then from her 3-star, when an ally is targeted or supported, grant it spirit and impact. So this is really strong for just beefing up your units by targeting them. So she has a lot of build options where you're trying to focus on targeting your units. Then her 4th star is very good. Crush. Your allies have overwhelm. Since you're getting a lot of your units spirit, they tend to get pretty large stats. And then just being able to push damage through even when the enemy's blocking is really good. Lastly, her 6-star isn't strictly necessary, but it is quite good for her, especially if you want to be going for like turn 1 kills and things like that. So this makes it so each round, the first time you attack, you refill 1 mana for each attacking ally and you draw a spell. So you can then, use that spell to further boost your allies, things like that when you're attacking. And yeah, anyway, very strong. So let's take a look at the build we're using for her. For the relics, we are using Fear Cleaving Axe, Lux's Incandescent Baton, and Found Fortune. We are doing this primarily, the reason we're using Found Fortune is so we can draw, ideally, one of her 2-cost units here. The Luminous Sprite is extremely good. This, passes on the positive keywords onto the ally it's supporting. So if we can get this early on, that is really strong. We support it with Lux, gets it copies of Spirit. Also, from her 3-star, if we target it with like the invulnerability, then it'll also pass that barrier on to other units. So this is really good, but in general, just being able to attack with her and having something she's supporting will give her barrier, so it'll keep her safe while she's attacking in. And so getting that on our initial draw when we drop her is really good from a relic standpoint. Similarly, the 2-star also gets you, draws you a follower that's 2 cost or less and grants it Targon's Brace. So this will help get you one of those units. So you have multiple chances to get the units. If you just have, this plus her 5-star, so the extra mana gem, you only have 4 mana gems to start. So if you do get a 2-cost unit, you won't be able to play her plus a 2-cost. But if you do get like the 1-cost unit from this, then you can play that plus the one you get from Found Fortune. Hopefully that hits a unit instead of the 2-cost spell. And you can play those all out. You can, instead of Fear Cleaving Axe, you can use something like Crown Guard's Inheritance just to get more attacks in, especially if you want to go for like turn 1 kills. But with this, we're just going to be going for more scaling rather than just trying to kill on the first turn. So let's jump in and we'll do the weekly 6.5 here. And let's start that. When you summon a champion, grant it 2 random keywords. Dragon and allies have +1. All of these are fairly similar. They're all decent for her. I think I'm just going to take the allies have +1 to help push more damage through. Yeah, let's do that. So we got Lux and we got a Luminous Sprite, so we'll keep these. Hopefully we can draw another Luminous Sprite or something else low cost. So let's draw here. We got the spell, unfortunately, but we can go ahead and do this. And now we'll attack in. Ooh, that is a bit of a risk there. Luckily, we get our mana refill here. We will go ahead and target her with this, just so that she is strong enough to survive after they remove her barrier. And we can cast another one here. This did get, normally this would have been 0 cost, just because it has the loaded dice on it, but because of the adventure thing, playing another card of the same type increases cost of it everywhere. So you can get a more expensive copy of that, but this still allows us to remove 2 of their units, which is great. We unfortunately do not have anything to deal with things that have elusive, so we could use one of these to remove one of their units. That way we take a little bit less damage. That's fine. Sort of want them to attack in. We can use Prismatic Barrier on her. Perfect. So let's use Prismatic Barrier on her. And then let's go ahead and remove this one. There we go. We only take 3 damage. That's great. Now let's get our Luminous out here. Boost all other units. That's fine. We don't have Gloom or anything on any of our units. We will give him Barrier, and then we're going to attack him like this. You can see tons of damage coming through there. So should be able to win just off that. There we go. Let's see what we get. We don't really want more 2-cost units, but at the same time, this isn't horrible. We really want to be drawing our Luminous sprites, if possible, so I'll go ahead and take this as a 3-cost. Trying to avoid lower cost units. I think this is fine. Gwen could be okay. She'll scale well. She has a, way to give us healing as well if we need it. Go ahead and head towards the shop. I don't think we'll have too much of a problem with this guy. Does have a lot of elusives, and we don't have much elusive defense, so we'll have to be wary of that, but toss some of this back. Certainly want to get Lux. Hopefully, we drew Gwen instead, so... Oh, there we go. Thankfully, we drew her. Let's go ahead and put him out first. We'll give her Spirit there. We got this again. Unfortunate, we didn't hit our unit, but we'll go ahead and attack in. We'll use this to keep him alive. Could also just give him Barrier, but I sort of want to save this for future round, so we'll do this. Preserve our spell mana. Or we could play this turn. I think we're just going to preserve our spell mana. We're likely going to use this Strike and our Prismatic Barrier, so they will probably try to pull stuff in with this, so let's let them do that. So I'm debating on how I want to do this. We can, if we target them both, we, like if we did this, she will go up to 7/7, so she would still get killed by that. If she was being grabbed by this guy, we'd be okay. So I think I need to put the prismatic barrier on her. Now it's a matter of, do I want to preserve this guy? He has the rally on him, so if he dies, it's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead and depends on if we just want to preserve 3 health or not. We'll go ahead and do this. And now we can put out this guy. Attack in. We will get 2 mana back, and we'll draw a spell. Unfortunately, nothing that's going to help us here. But strong enough that they don't want to defend against that. Now, let's just get a little bit of health back with Gwen here. She unfortunately won't level, but we will get a little bit of health. And they're stunning her. Still kill them. There we go. So we will likely want to cut our spell, our 2-cost spell. Guess we'll take this. We do have some ways of getting hollowed. Damage the enemy nexus. Sure, we'll take it. We do have some synergy with that. We want to avoid more 2-cost spell things, so we'll just ignore that. They amalgamate all their creatures into one big creature with this. Again, we want to make sure we're getting Lux, so we're just going to toss everything back. There we go, we got her. Great. Fortunately, we drew both luminous sprites, so that means we won't be able to get it off of... won't be able to get it off our draw, but we did get a unit here. Excuse me. So, let's go ahead and we got 2 elusives here. We can attack in with these guys. Only thing that's at risk of dying is this one. We could preserve him if we want, using the barrier. I think we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll save our spell mana for next time, because we may need a barrier for the next one. It's going to be more expensive here. We will still have enough mana to defend if we do this, so let's do that. I'm actually okay with this. We'll let these things die. And now we'll put out our Luminous Sprite. We'll actually double... oh, we can't do another one. That's right, because it gets the increased cost. So we'll let those go back. And now we will put out our second Luminous Sprite. That's fine. Neither of these are dying to that. We'll go ahead and boost him. And then we'll attack in with all these. You get a double, so it doubles multiple times here, plus our Fear Cleaving Axe, giving us boosts. Way more damage than we need. I don't really want any of these, but I guess I'll take this one. Don't feel like wasting my reroll on that. Round start rally, really good. Especially for Lux. Let's go ahead and cut this so we're not drawing that. This way we always get a unit when we drop Lux on, hopefully we drop her on turn 1. There we go, we got our Lux. Toss back some of these, see what else we can get. We're at risk of drawing all of our, he drew all of our 2-cost units at the start. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. And now we, oh right, we got this, so. This is an unfortunate situation where we do not have a unit to play and we did not get our 1-cost unit. I should have probably tossed back my 2 costs at the start there to be more optimal. Let's target her with this. Why? Oh. Oh, because none of them had 3 power. Well, that's my bad. The pig made it so none of our things could defend. I could have targeted one of the other guys and I might have been able to live there. But let's see. This time we want to draw Lux and not all of our 2-cost units. There we go, we got some of our 1-costs this time. They don't have the pig this time, so should be much better off. There we go, we got our Luminous Sprite, that's what we want. This, we will be able to use this once we get our spell mana refill. So we'll definitely want to preserve him. There we go. Give this guy the quick attack. I'm okay with this. I expect they will not have removal here, so now we should be able to attack in. Much better. Oh, that was a unfortunate loss of our Resurrect on the mid-boss there. Just some things. I was not expecting to draw all my 2 costs on that first go in, but it happens. Let's take this Stun the Strongest Enemy. That should help. We'll go to the Rekindler just in case we end up in a bad situation again. We're going to toss back the Luminous Sprite this time, just because we, again, don't want to end up in the situation where we do not draw a 2-cost unit from this. There we go, got our Luminous. That's a problem. We did not have the mana to protect our Lux there. Alright, we got her again, so that's good. Let's go ahead and toss some of these out. We'll save our barrier for the Luminous. We're not going to play anything else right now. That's why we saved this. We can attack in and draw us a spell. Let's see what we can do here. I think we will take the rest of this damage. We don't want to lose our Luminous Sprite, so we'll toss out another Luminous. Should be able to win on this attack, as long as they don't have another duel for removal. That is not quite enough to kill them.
Good afternoon, lady. Or should I say, Lux?
It's Roxana, actually. Who are you again?
Alright. We go in now.
Won't fail.
Gauntlet of light.
Demacia defends its own. Radiance casts out every shadow. We fight together. What are they so afraid of?
Alright.
Make way for the
Definitely the risk of not having enough mana for your barrier when you initially drop Lux. That could be a problem. Made it through. We get our Resurrect. Just take this. Take that res. Feel a little bit safer now. First time they summon a unit, we'll Frostbite it. That's fine. We'll save our money. Could go to another shop, or we could get another thing for Lux. This could stun a lot. I think I want more Lux and potential. I'd like to get her like a spell shield or something like that. If I can get her the Dragon's Claw or something, it would be really nice. I'm going to send you back because I would rather draw you on the initial draw. Nope, we got a Luminous Sprite instead. We didn't draw all our 2 costs though, so there's a good chance they will stun her. Yep, unfortunate. But can't say I'm surprised.
we don't want any trouble.
I think we'll just let this go. We could attack in with him and gotten him the Prismatic Barrier, but let's see here. They stunned her already again. Let's go ahead and toss out our Luminous.
Give me a sweet one.
Let's see if we can try to bait them into a trade.
I must do this.
We just barrier here.
No greater gift than knowledge.
Let's pass.
And strike hard.
Alright. We can block, and then we can use these guys to target them so they stay alive. There we go. Now we have our Luminous. Let's get her out here. I think we'll just attack in with all this. Oops.
The Crown Guard won't fail. This luminescence cannot be suppressed. Demacia defends its own.
There we go.
One stitch at a time.
Not too bad.
Totally new. I won't apologize for my strength.
Took a little bit of damage, but we healed that up. Take this. Let's see what we can get on her. Reduced cost, actually. Both reduced cost. Well, Scout, we're less likely to attack. I'm going to take the reduced cost. This way we can actually play a 2-cost unit when we play her. And we should have enough mana to... I'm going to cut this guy. Should have enough mana to play a barrier on her in case they try to like remove her with some damage. We still don't have spell shield on her, unfortunately, so that can be a risk if they just try to like target her with a like targeted removal where they put her in a frozen tomb type thing. So I think what we will do is because they have 5 mana, we're just going to pass initially, let them drop at least a unit or something. Let's pass again. There we go. Alright. Now they should not have enough for their removal, so we can toss this out.
What was I so afraid of?
Boost our Luminous Sprite.
Or should I say Lux?
It's Luxana, actually. Who are you again?
And let's equip him with this. I think we will. He already has that, so he will be. They won't be able to target him or this because he has elusive. So I think we can just attack in. We'll save this for next turn just because of the increased cost stuff.
Radiance casts out every shadow.
I am going to kill one of these and use her to do it. That way she becomes strong enough to kill her. There we go. Nice, stuns their overwhelm.
I wouldn't do that.
Let's see what they do. How much damage is this doing? So they are doing 4 to each of these. If we prevent 2.
Magic brings us together.
Oh, yeah, then she still dies. I don't have enough mana for this. I should have done that differently. I think we'll still be okay. We're going to boost all of our units. Let's... does this guy have a support? Yeah, he does. Alright, so let's attack in. Looks like that's enough damage. A little bit of a misplay there. I should have used this to target units, removed theirs, and kept my Lux alive. But luckily, the Luminous Sprite strong enough to get us through. That is a Lux Illuminated. A couple misplays there. But overall, you can see the power of her kit, especially once you cut the 2-cost spell, you get a lot more consistency in terms of drawing the units that you need in order to attack in with. Definitely some things where you want to make sure you're tossing back some of your 2-cost units so that you're more likely to draw them for 0 cost. So just something to be aware of. But hope you enjoyed. I'll do a breakdown going through some of the other relic options for her, and I'll link that in the video description once I create that. But hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one.